Welcome, apprentices. Today we are cracking the case on a huge marketing mystery. How do the best marketers always seem to be one step ahead of everyone else? Well, get your trench coats ready because you're about to become marketing detectives. Okay, let's just dive right into it. As a marketer, you usually face one of these two giant problems. You're either drowning in a sea of spreadsheets and reports with absolutely no idea what actually matters, or you're trying to make these huge decisions with, well, basically no information at all. Either way, it makes planning anything effectively nearly impossible. And this chaos, this is the central mystery we need to solve. It's all about finding those golden clues, the critical pieces of information without getting buried in an avalanche of totally useless data. But, every great detective needs a command center, right? A high-tech headquarters to organize the whole mission. And for marketers, that secret weapon is the Marketing Information System, or MIS for short. Okay, so here's the official definition straight from the briefing file. It's a system built to constantly gather, sort, and analyze all the data you could ever need, making sure it's ready to go the moment you need to make a move. So really, just think of it like this. It's your personal high-tech headquarters for solving any marketing mystery that comes your way. Every clue, every piece of evidence, every report, it all flows into this one central hub. This is where the magic happens. So a detective HQ is pretty useless without evidence, right? Your MIS gets its power from clues that are coming in from three main sources. Let's break down the intel. Think of these as your different departments. You've got your forensic files, that's all your internal data. Then you have your street informants, that's your marketing intelligence. And then you have your deep cover special operations. That's the formal marketing research. All of them are absolutely vital. This is evidence your company is already collecting every single day. We're talking sales figures, website clicks, customer service logs, loyalty program data, you name it. It is a goldmine of information, and it's sitting right under your nose. If you want to see a masterclass in this, just look at Tesco. Their club card has over 23 million members. Now, that's not just a loyalty card. It's one of the biggest data gathering operations in the country. It creates this absolutely massive treasure trove of internal clues. And just look at what they do with it. They can see what's flying off the shelves. They can notice that, hey, people in Manchester buy more pies than people in London. They can track how shopping habits change over time and even send you promotions for the exact things you love to buy. The key takeaway here? Your existing customers are your richest, most immediate source of intelligence. All right, next up, marketing intelligence. This is where you put your ear to the ground. It's all about listening to what's happening out there on the street. What are your competitors up to? What are people talking about? What are the big cultural shifts? Case in point, Greg's. They didn't just wake up one day and randomly decide to make a vegan sausage roll. No, their intelligence team noticed this huge cultural shift happening. More and more people were cutting down on meat and trying plant-based foods. And they didn't just have a hunch. They had hard intel. Reports from market research firms like Mintel confirmed that this wasn't just some fad, it was a rapidly growing trend. It was a clue they simply could not ignore. So the crucial point is, by connecting that street-level clue with the hard data, they launched a product that wasn't just successful, it was a cultural phenomenon. That is the power of good intelligence. The lesson here is that watching those broad cultural shifts can reveal your next big opportunity before your competitors even see what's coming. So how do you do this yourself? See, to be a great marketer, you can't just sit around and wait for reports to land on your desk. You have to actively hit the streets, both digitally and physically, to gather what we call commercial intelligence. A huge part of this is surveillance of your competitors. You need to know their plans, you've got to anticipate their next move, and you have to understand their strategy. And don't worry, this is all perfectly legal and above board. For example, Spotify doesn't just look at its own data. It uses publicly available reports from regulators like Ofcom to see exactly how it stacks up against its rivals. Now, this confirms their lead, sure, but crucially, it also shows them exactly where the competition from YouTube and Amazon Music is growing. And you can do this too, starting right now. These are simple, powerful techniques. Following your rivals on social media, reading what their customers are saying, subscribing to their emails, it's like having an inside source giving you a constant feed of their strategy. Your competitors are constantly telling you their plans, you just have to know where to look. Okay, you are ready for your first assignment. So how can you start being a marketing detective today? Here is your official Apprentice Issue Starter Pack. Here are 4 simple, practical steps for your first case. First, set up Google Alerts. That way you will never miss a clue about your competitors. Second, subscribe to a few key industry newsletters to get intel delivered right to your inbox. Third, follow key players on social media to see their public moves. And finally, volunteer to help compile an intelligence report at work. It is the best way to start building your detective skills.
And that's why all of this matters. Finding that one crucial clue at the perfect moment isn't luck, it's a skill. It's a marketer's superpower. Now your training is complete. Go solve your first case.